Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. This is your host Ram on the cricket show as usual on a Saturday. And I'm out here to talk about the India versus New Zealand test match, which definitely is looking in favor of India despite Ajaz Patel, the left arm spinner, bowling a fantastic spell of bowling to go into the history books and join two elite cricketers and a unique club of Jim Laker of England, who actually took 10 wickets, all the 10 Australian wickets, and Anil Kumble doing it against Pakistan, where he took all the 10 Pakistan wickets. And here comes Ajaz Patel on coming and actually taking 10 wickets against India in India. Now, this is the uniqueness of this particular achievement. The reason I say it is unique, and I will definitely hold Ajaz Patel's 10 wickets as the best among the three. The reason being, one is both the bowlers, Jim Laker, the former England bowler, England spinner, leg spinner, and Anil Kumble, another leg spinner, did it against. Did it on their home ground. So basically, they did it on their home territory, and Anil Kumble did it against Pakistan in India. But Ajaz Patel has done it abroad. So that is the uniqueness of it. And the other thing about Ajaz Patel is that, unlike Jim Laker and Anil Kumble, who probably took their 10 wicket hauls, probably in their careers when it was just going to probably in the middle of their careers. But as far as Ajaz Patel is concerned, he has taken. He's not someone who has played a lot of test matches. He has only played a handful of test matches, and here he comes in and he has taken 10 wickets. Take a bow, Ajaz Patel. What a job. But unfortunately, even though Ajaz Patel went into the history books and joined two illustrious spinners, yesteryear spinners, still the New Zealand batting was in an absolute hole, one could call, as they were really gasping for breath here, because India bowled them out for 62 runs in their first leg. And Virat Kohli, the Indian captain, deciding not to enforce the follow-on at the second test at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, and deciding that they will bat. And the Indian openers, with Shubman Gill being injured and hit on the elbow, having Cheteshwar Pujara open the innings, as India closed the day at 69 for none on the second day. And that means they were 332 runs, had a huge lead for India. And India, looking at this, I can say right away, and there's no Kane Williamson in the test, as you all know. So looking at it right away, and I think India, there's no 2 days have gone of this particular test match. So we have 3 full days. And one can definitely see the writing is on the wall that India is going to go and win this test match in Mumbai. So Ajaz Patel, it was a tremendous performance. Yes, I'm going to come back to that. I just wanted to touch base on that right away. And what the other things, I'll be definitely talking in length on this particular test match of the second test. And as far as Pakistan versus Bangladesh is concerned, it was the first day of the second test match between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Pakistan batting first were 161 for 2 at close of play on the first day of the second test at the capital Dhaka in Bangladesh. The next thing that I'm going to talk about is, as you know, this is not something which is official, but probably in the years to come, probably Abu Dhabi the T10 competition is definitely going to become a reality. We know T20s is there, but T10 is coming. I thought this time the tournament, the Abu Dhabi T10, which actually culminated with a superb match going on, a match. It was the finals in the finals of the Abu Dhabi T10. It was Deccan Gladiators taking on the Delhi Bulls, and the Deccan Gladiators they went off like an aeroplane as they totted up the highest ever score in the T10 history of 159 for none. And Andre Russell was the man who opened the innings for the Deccan Gladiators. Deccan Gladiators is led by Wahab Riaz, the Pakistan bowler, and Deccan Gladiators were the proud winners of the Abu Dhabi T10 League, as Deccan Gladiators won the match by 56 runs. But talk about this Andre Russell knock. What a knock that was, and what tremendous entertainment to the Abu Dhabi spectators at the cricket ground. He thrashed 90 unbeaten runs of 32 deliveries, which included spanking sixes and boundaries, 9 spanking boundaries, and 7 spanking sixes. Tom Kohler-Cadmore, he was also someone who has done a great job and is definitely coined in for the future for England. Tom Kohler-Cadmore opening the innings with Andre Russell. He went into blistering unbeaten 59 of 28 balls, 3 fours and 5 sixes, as Deccan Gladiators batting first made 159 for none. I'll be coming to that and talking about it in greater detail, as the Delhi Bulls were kept to 103 for 7 in the finals, and Gladiators winning the match by 56 runs. And we all know that the T10 is something which is going to become a reality. It is probably going to become a reality. Yes, dear friends, I'm definitely seeing your questions. You keep posting your questions. Once I'm completed with this cricket show, I will definitely be chatting with you all. But right now, let me concentrate on this cricket show. But thanks for chipping in here. Now, let's get on. So let's first get on to the India versus New Zealand match, where Ajaz Patel has made history. So India were the ones who batted first. Now, one thing one has to remember, this pitch, Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai, has been turning right from the first day, and that has really helped matters. And also, let's understand that in a place like Mumbai, it is not a seasonal rainy season, but just before the match, we had lots of rain in Mumbai, and that probably enabled what has happened is that I think the pitch has got a bit dry, so that has really enabled the spinners to really hold sway, and that's the precise reason we saw that the ball was spinning right from the first day, and the man who took immense advantage out of it is this bloke, Ajaz Patel, the left-arm spinner. He bowled a marathon 47.5 overs. He had 12 maidens, 119 runs, and he picked up 10 wickets. And what, as I said, to me, this is the best 10-wicket haul, even though Jim Laker of England did it in the past, and Anil Kumble. Let's have a look at the stats here. Now, Ajaz Patel. So there are 3 instances in the history of 10 wickets in an innings. The first one was taken by Jim Laker, the right-arm leg spinner. He did it against Australia in 1956, way back, 10 for 53. Anil Kumble did it against Pakistan in 1999, 10 for 74. But definitely one has to say that Ajaz Patel has definitely gone into the history books. And for me, that is the best 10-wicket haul, according to me. As I said, Ajaz Patel has not played a lot of test matches. He has just come into the picture. Definitely Anil Kumble and Jim Laker have taken their wickets after stretching their career, after being probably in the midst of their careers. But Ajaz Patel has done it very, very quickly, very early in his career. He has picked up 10 wickets. So that's a precise reason I think I would really give full marks to Ajaz Patel for getting 10 wickets. Take a bow, Ajaz Patel. That's absolutely a great feeling for this New Zealand bloke, and New Zealand would be very, very happy that Ajaz Patel has did it for them. What a performance from Ajaz Patel! Absolutely a sterling performance from Ajaz Patel. And the Indians. Let's have a look at the Indian card there. And the Indians were kept to 325, thanks in the main to Mayank Agarwal's knock of 150. His 4th test done with 17 fours and 4 sixes. He was one man who really took the attack to Ajaz Patel with a wonderful knock, where he played some wonderful strokes. He was not afraid to come down the wicket and have a go at Ajaz Patel. Shubman Gill, also made a good impression. He made a very attractive 44, 7 fours and 1 6. And other than that, Cheteshwar Pujara and Virat Kohli, the captain, were dismissed for ducks. Shreyas Iyer, a very fluent 18 with 3 boundaries. Ridhiman Saha, 27 with 3 fours and 1 6. Akshay Patel did a good job. And also, Ajaz Patel was on a hat trick, but unfortunately could not clinch the hat trick as Akshay Patel kept him at bay. Akshay Patel, 52, 5 fours and 1 6, a very useful knock at that. And that was the pretty much the story of India. 325 all out. Ajaz Patel was the wicket taker, 10 for 119. Now, New Zealand, in their reply, were totally bamboozled. But they were bamboozled not, but Mohammad Siraj was the one who made early inroads, and he picked up 3 wickets. He picked up the wicket of Tom Latham for 10, Will Young for 4, but the wicket that really took the cake, according to me, and this was the absolutely a peach of a delivery, as we call it in cricket. This was a ball which was angling on the off stump for the experienced Ross Taylor, and Ross Taylor was forced to play at it, but at the last moment, there was a bit of an absolutely, I would say, just that late away swing as it kissed the outside edge of Ross Taylor's bat and went and hit. It beat the outside edge, basically. It did not kiss. It just edged past the bat and went and hit the top of the off stump. And that was the ball of the test, I could say. What a delivery. And Mohammad Siraj took Tom Latham and Will Young as well. Tim Latham was off for 10, Will Young for 4. But after that, it was the spinners coming into the equation. It was Ravichandran Ashwin with 4 wickets and Jayant Yadav taking 1 wicket, Rana Murphy, Akshar Patel, the left-arm spinner, taking 2 wickets. And New Zealand were totally done as they were bowled out for just 62 runs by India. India taking a huge lead in this particular test match. And if you look at that, there were only two of the batsmen who reached double figures. Tom Latham with 10 and Kyle Jamieson making 17. So again, if you look at the bowling from the Indians, Ravichandran Ashwin, 8 overs, 2 maidens, 8 runs and 4 wickets. Akshar Patel, 9.1 overs, 3 maidens, 14 runs and 2 wickets. And Jayant Yadav, 2 overs, no maiden, 1 for 13. And as I said, Mohammad Siraj was the one who really made it happen, making those inroads into the batting order of New Zealand. 4 overs, no maiden, 3 for 19, and producing that peach of a delivery for Ross Taylor. The Indian captain Virat Kohli decided not to enforce the follow-on and decided that India will play on. India did play on, and as I said, Shubman Gill was injured. He was hit on the elbow. Hopefully, he's fit. So that's the precise reason. Cheteshwar Pujara walked in as an opener, but did a very good job as the Indian innings came to a close on the second day at 69 for none. Mayank Agarwal was not out on 38, carrying on from where he left off, and he was playing with supreme confidence. He had 6 boundaries in his 38. Cheteshwar Pujara was not out on 29, 3 fours and 1 6. As India closed at 69 for none, absolutely in the driver's seat there, as India led by 332 runs with all the 10 wickets intact, going into the third day of the second test match at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai. As far as the bowling was concerned, Tim Southee none for 14, Ajaz Patel was none for 35, Jamieson none for 5, Somerville none for 9, Rachin Ravindra none for 4. So definitely it looks like it's absolutely the writing is on the wall that India is going to go and win this test match unless the pitch is going to change its color, or pitch is going to change as to how it is behaving, and it is going to something drastic is going to happen. From here, getting on to the other side of the border, Pakistan versus Bangladesh at stumps on the first day of the second test match. Pakistan were placed at 161 for 2 with rain interrupting play. And again, Pakistan, definitely one thing that I can say for Pakistan is that the openers are finding, I think Pakistan have definitely found some solid test openers long last. They got Abid Ali, who contributed 39, 6 boundaries. They were into an opening partnership of 59 runs before, and Abdullah Shafiq in his second test match of his career, made 25 with 2 fours and 1 6. And as stumps were, and Tajul Islam taking both the wickets, Azhar Ali at stumps not out on 36 with 4 boundaries, Babar Azam not out on 60 with 7 fours and 1 6, which is good to see that Babar Azam got into some form after struggling in Bangladesh. 161 for 2 was the score line for Pakistan on the first day of the second test match after winning the toss and choosing to bat first. Looking at the bowling, Abid Hussain, none for 28, bowled well, I thought. Khalid Ahmed, none for 19. Shakib Hassan, I think there were some debutants on this particular test match. I think Mahmoud Hassan Joy was the debutant. Shakib Hassan back into the mix. Really did a good job. 15 over 6 minutes, none for 33. Wicket taker with Tajul Islam for 49. And Mehdi Hussain Miraz bowled third 12 overs 2 minutes, none for 31. So that was the story as far as Bangladesh and Pakistan were concerned. But now I'm going to go to the Abu Dhabi T10. We know that Abu Dhabi T10 is not something everyone follows. But as I said, maybe in the future, ICC will be probably definitely having a look at it. I think it's definitely becoming a success story as far as international cricket is concerned. Yes, it does not have any official so I'm sure ICC is definitely looking at it. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if probably in a few years' time, T10 is something which is going to take over from T20. You never know. So, and probably we might have a T10 World Cup. Who knows? And we can call this an absolute slam bang version of cricket. So let's talk about the T10. The T10 final today was contested between Deccan Gladiators and between Delhi Bulls, and the victors were Deccan Gladiators by 56 runs. It's an absolutely one-sided contest. Probably Delhi Bulls never even expected it, and I thought Deccan Gladiators also sprung a surprise in the finals of the tournament by sending Andre Russell to open the innings, and what a cracker-jack innings he played. I mean, he absolutely thrashed the leather out of the ball, and the bowlers to suffer were as follows. Fazal Faruqi, 2 overs no maiden, none for 25. Romario Shepherd, 2 overs no maiden, none for 29. Dominic Drakes, 2 overs went for 33. Ravi Rampal, 2 overs crashed for 38 runs. And Dwayne Bravo disappearing for 32 of his 2. And all the bowlers suffered with the sharp blade of Andre Russell, who had played a crackerjack innings, unbeaten on 90 of just 32 deliveries, which included 9 fours and 7 sixes. He was involved in an opening partnership of 159 runs in 10 overs. So basically only 60 balls, 159 runs thrashed. And also I'm told that Deccan Gladiators have totted up the highest total in T10 history, which was 159. What a time to come! Absolutely timed absolutely perfectly, coming into the final. And Tom Kohler-Cadmore was not far behind with a blistering unbeaten 59 of 28 deliveries, which included 5 sixes and 3 fours. And we are going to hear a lot about this bloke, Tom Kohler-Cadmore. He has done a wonderful job in the T10 league. Now let's go into the Delhi Bulls. So Delhi Bulls were replying to this total of 159. Let's have a look at the reply. Now, Rahmanullah Gurbaz, as you know, the Afghanistan player, the young Afghanistan wicketkeeper batsman, has definitely made a name for himself. We know he thrashed the fastest 50 of the T10 league of 14 deliveries the other day, and he has played some absolutely spanking knocks, and he's a very dangerous player. But today he was out for just 14 runs of 6 balls. But one can tell very clearly that Rahmanullah Gurbaz, who has actually modeled himself on none other than the former South African great A.B. de Villiers, who recently retired, and he himself, Gurbaz, has taken a leaf out of A.B. de Villiers' book, and he himself is a 360 degrees player, and the way he hits the ball, it's an absolute sighter. Chandrapal Hemraj was the other one who was the highest scorer with 42 of 20 deliveries, 5 sixes and 2 boundaries. But other than that, it was they were absolutely no match. Shafi and Rutherford out for naught. Morgan out for 13 with 2 boundaries of 8 deliveries. Dominic Drakes was dismissed for a blob. Romario Shepherd out for 9, Dwayne Bravo not, Adil Rashid not out 15, and as I said, Deccan Gladiators led by captain Wahab Riaz of Pakistan won the T10 League tournament in Abu Dhabi. And as I said, it was an absolutely electric crowd at Abu Dhabi cricket ground I think it was a weekend, and people were just just milling in. Wahab Riaz, the captain, 2 overs none for 28. Odion Smith, another player who is going to definitely be here. He's going on the tour of Pakistan, and I'm expecting some real good things from him. He's a very, very quick bowler. He bowls fast. And also, even though he's a short guy, hits the ball a real mile with immense power. 2 overs no made and 2 for 20. He had a great tournament. It was his first T10 league for Odion Smith. Dominic Drakes definitely, but he's another player to watch. He's also going on the tour of Pakistan for West Indies. And I think Dominic Drakes is also a player to watch out for West Indies. I think the West Indians are getting some lovely all-rounders in the future. There's no doubt about it. And we saw it happening this time. Dominic Drakes and Odion Smith playing doing some great things in this particular T10 league. Wanindu Hasanga de Silva, we all know he's going to be a world-class player for Sri Lanka in the future. 2 overs no made in 20. Andre Russell, 1 for 25. Taima Mills, as usual, an economical 2 overs no made and 2 for just 4 runs. Andre Russell was the player of the match as Deccan Gladiators lifted the T10 Abu Dhabi, T10 tournament Abu Dhabi. And I think the T10 is something which is going forward. Probably, I'm not telling that it's going to be next year. Probably in a few years' time, I won't be surprised if you're going to see a T10 World Cup. Coming to answer your questions, dear friends, Ajaz Patel applied himself very well to the Indian tracks. Yes, full credit to Ajaz Patel for Ajaz for turning out such a fantastic performance. Full credit to Ajaz. There's no full credit to Ajaz. My friend, whether India will be batting out tomorrow's entire day, that's left to question. Yes, time is not a constraint, and I would definitely agree with you, my friend, that they can really bat. I mean, time is not a problem at all. You have 2 full days to go, unless rain, if at all there is any forecast for rain, one does not know. But other than that, I think I'm definitely with you. I think India can definitely bat out the entire day tomorrow and probably give a sort of a massive total for New Zealand to chase for 2 days, and it could really make an interesting game. But as I said, if the pitch is going to be from what I have seen, I don't expect New Zealand to get out of jail. I think it's definitely India is going to take this absolutely lock, stock, and barrel. I think India will be definitely winning this test match. That's my gut feeling. Well, dear fans, friends, subscribers, an absolute pleasure to bring you the Cricket Happening show with all the tremendous support that you are actually giving for this cricket show. And definitely, I am really, really grateful to you all. And I also know that some people have also referred my show to other friends, and I've seen some subscriptions coming in. So thank you very much, and keep it going. Once again, I hope you all loved the cricket broadcast here, and looking forward to your company once again tomorrow on a Sunday, and I'll be back to talking about this India as to how they have done on the 3rd day's play, my friend. And also we'll have a look at the 2nd day's play, Pakistan versus Bangladesh, and if at all any other cricket that we need to really talk about, I would definitely be there talking about it. That's it from me, your host Ram, for the cricket show for today, and rest tomorrow. That's on a Sunday. Until then, it's goodbye.